been Civil Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, close like a baby mefa. One more tier, Triama, by a Juma, a year more bother. Tell me, because I almost say, what church you tell us, brother, was I if I say, Juma. When you say Jaframa, and Penny, a book, contact, said, you're born of a Kosovo to another to Swana, and Penny for one more GMPC, and they are two PRC and Musa. When I put it, now what should you make? It sounds as say Jaframa, they cannot back away. Ghana Investment Promotion Council. You require yesterday at one more year. The opposite negotiation memo. And one more brand face to Obodo group. And maybe I say myself, I review of Ghana. You was we. Now, what you say, who could get the enough so this check maybe more. And I said, would be a review of memo. Yeah, but into Mudi, Womukumu, and no Bambono, Akui, a amount. You might call me when we are talking from Awako. Now, make us say, and Penny to Matre or Marine, Musaniano, or my one and Tombi. And yet, PSM, when you come with them, then they say opposition Punier. PSM, when you go one more at 2020, flag bearer, or Macron say, Jim Tenny or Macron, the Ipo Macron was in the same way, say, and I'm watching the Pazans and a Munchemu, Yavremo. And when you said you love to remember every time you go so, or everything be in further down, I want to pray, so I'm a friend of the other Mabuno, say, and Mabuna, one moment, you call one. One of them, before I bet you na I would day, Eddie, or the upon once of anyone sentiment, or Baba, now, or the bear. Fancy a menu McQuacksia. One must see a NaketKasiebo, Debremo, MTN everywhere you go. Network Papa no was a download MTN. I prefer good phones on it. Mia Boama on Kita who deal with Bibia, Aqua Kamapa, awake drinking water. Ya can so near can so. So. Idea who hear ye power in the pedum sans ye mojano, or so, emu amunche modioson, nsuo tuanum super no ha Bright Senior High School, Ekofodia kukren to me. Yaka yeken, suku papa banaba college bachelor said that you bit my baby hell, and na simple no, obibu brabain, 85 Bright Senior High School, Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, remedials in one of Jen Korano, Sheso, be transfer and come to Tomaso, Yamisuro Quanso, Franco Trading Enterprise, open iPhone, open Samsung, open Nokia, anyone accessories in open TV, Papa or Franco TV or open air condition, Papa or Franco air condition, laptops and the printers, graduate, the babo, ne bosso da fompa, enti Briasue, Ebia, Ben Wobiano, Nebra Beje, and your papa, dependable about whom, and you draw hene, and no, open Adom Malakio, to malaria, Sidibia, Ubenyabi, Adom Natural Tonic, Sudie, Ebemo, the dear Mon say yes, Udi, Nasa, Ama Muja, Adom Natural Man, Miss the capsules, and Memano, Yahoo, Dane, so dream when I got Kujana, it will not Bobby Pet, that's why I say Goliath, and den. Adom Lelike capsules, and then Mr. Sodie, and the Yasam Ketua, the woman say, we are ba na enso tagugu ubun se meye ene ho nkeka pe Adom Lelike capsules ne Mr. Dibi na timi aboa afei Grace Homeopathic Clinic mani na akache abola stop ho ena yewo onya beduru ho nom se kim ye de se mfidie ne de hwe odipadua mu se dokotani na ehwe wo se de ye untua kapre o to aduro dia ena betu bi kakra high sense everyday prices for everyday people a free fridge ekosi TV air condition gas cooker iron blender steamer bibia unya bia kane afam ewo fie de high sense na benya bi na benya no papa enyumaku ada roma NaketKasiebo ibrem pacho fadwenkyere ne bra Facebook Adom 106.3 FM ba no ahye so hu ye hu se wo share more no sa na ye kenkan wadwenkyere no sa pepepepepepe na say ampofo Gemini obiri yaboa fentem frem enwe ya mo ajo amwakwa ba Sem na se ye close akra na ne yakọ na putupuru mu a enyankra se obi a wadi dem na ka bi atwi afa no so ewo eye circle sisie ya ye kasa ina empacho video ni bi kura ba be ken sabra Facebook na bra be hwe asem na reho ye nua be ma Patrick eni na ni di dwuma hanum se no kopie so Patrick ye mo adwuma akwa ba wo
we do so na dey
boko de
ami adwuma bra free
na ba ne sen
am say na Saudi can try with them. Intina or person crossed from Vodafone, opposite Vodafone. At the airport that side. But when there 1 year crossing, how many baby out to cross him? So I don't know the Nakano apprentice other thing so we just got him down. And it's about from the Muja, the Nina, Nipa Ben, and I say, what's on another month.
Oh. Na say okay, baby concrete na bia kwan num no. Enye ho na okay.
Hono mo atam American.
It's not just wo twa kwan kran ko akopem.
Ko akopem na je senga odene na ba ko na san atra ako the other side.
Ono kwan na etwa mo na se de ya na nipa no bom yu etwa mo sekre ho no.
Sana na ye ne de na ono kwan na etwa me sense na omu nyina gina ozo ono pe na kan it ebo no as say.
Eti amanfo mobile Facebook se see ya ye de video na ba ntie ne video no coaches na na share ne moto ma na say we ye omo adi kontiba na ntie ne bia
o ne na ba ko nya adwuma enti coaches na na share ne moto nda
ana utum se kan ne ball ni ti ne ball for mo ho
ball for ma ne nimu nyina trechre ne nimu ne awawai na je say utum se ne na ba ko nti no when ya ground Indiana just say he just landed on the ground that just or so and
can he deny
ojinai ma go for team money deny
it make us order so da ho na say afere o ma be fa na free ho
let me say eti and order hot kakra ba me no ka say dey police power ba be peda mu no a che so mo edeko
ohwe ampa ne nan no jeans na ehye no kra no ohwe mu ana che se ase yetwa ne nan ne baako mini ma yana wase na yemfa onsi wai asemi areho obri
na ohwe se de oda ho na urade nyame asemi ya no odi na sabre di America di esenkwa driver no hu se
dabi unse ekwan ya obabi etwam ya obabi etwa kwan mu eho no baby a okay concrete no ye de concrete na tum na chese ho ne ntwam
se okọ na ni kire achimotade a ka no betima bo no sanse hono mo besia akosia na speed mba o ba se dia obedu ha obre o nya abotre voda fani mo to
ha ne de so o titim firi soro no ho na araho yento ansem no so na Closac yes Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana aban adwumayfo wonom som wa aban atraye no ne ne office ahodo ana nsente motiatua ene also call BFC to be kono mu ni ho also call passport office be kono mu ni ho also call assembly be kono mu ni ho also call ministry be kono na fabu atuatua motie be na fu aduonu entemu ani amanfo atibia hu aban nankasa bia fa nani so assembly ahodo no kra no no mo nko ma ene dai wonom panimfo afrense ntwerefo executive secretary Closac Isaac Bampo Adom achirem se ashoye ehwo ma sika sem so ahye controller na accountant general ban ni sika ekontabufo pani se animanim ye enkitahudie bi aban ene Closac wodiye efesika sem ho entiase ye ho adwuma bia wontua sika no emfa ma omo yesu nti Closac fo achirem se ekrowu a na dwo ahwete sabe efie ekire ni abofro de ekomo agi anu am yenti saban so obetua sika ne de a edadwada ubi aye Closac ni se bia eba se ubu ketem ko she kurase se okodofu kakra sabra wunchi ekuntu hwa ni nchira ne ko ne bra be adwuma sanse dwade ko no Closac for san she adwuma se
River Commission directive a womduma Ministry of Finance say on my payment instructions ma control accountant general no inra Ministry of Finance one the payment instructions in command control accountant general na in the National Executive Council of Closac ya share instructions no mu and one decided say because of that strike has been called off until we are Monday onko ejuma
we any and someone executive secretary Closac Isaac Bampo Adom editudwa na what kan wachirem se enya no kra da biara da say nipa bi na obuha no obi twitwa ne mam nkɔ no ne ho ka so mu ntete obi ano empanifo ni gyina o manem o me na si agyina ye nti agyina ya ono masi no so o me ka se empuna epunu enhia ehye ene no mu ni so na o mo hwe so enkonko ye adwuma esefata.
And like I'm saying, it's a game. This half time. This is only a small part of our conditions of service. And spectators who make my noise, my game planning there, you painting.
We don't say ayi papa ka ho bi papa okoka o masemo a na omo pe na chi na wi imani papa mi mo ndi tum say o he so mbeti my noise no onye onye ya
akutia de nipa ni mbo yemfra kutia boy mu ene yanko yanim wonim se o ma ye nyina ma hode na ye nya na ma yi mu no eduru ba bia mfra maja ene won ye di pia no na atimi agina so ama wo ma ye nyankane na nanse ho na nkane na bonani na sa adwom na ebe ni ase saa ni nyina ne se ba bia tu mfra maja no Jubilee Field empani kiremu a wo se wo ye hihya hodo ho jaframa ye tuo no kofom esa eba saa gisi ye tobi na ye tuaka ansa ne nyan dodo ya baba ye adwuma na saa de ekoso yi na panimpa wo no na GMPC adwumaku esini sreso Hamis Yusuf empanimfo a wonom ewo GMPC wonom de ato Public Utility Regulatory Commission PRC animu se wonom sre wonom ada sesi ai na nko won hihye esa bosu miensa bia won hihye no dada ne ani hwe kwan ofa so ne mframaja no onya no asa wasesa won san ko hu bio sanse de aduro no ye be hia jaframa ne bebre na wanye ne sa na so ogiemu ama ya chep kakra bi pe ena ye be wiase buku bidin na fe yenya jaframa do emfa mpem anyina mahode ne mananimu na ebo nani no Hamis Yusuf wono ne gira mpani animu kasa esre saa ede ma yese mpani ntu saa na mo ne basa yenyina mahode ne yebenya na hode mu abre ne de adwuma na afese basa wono mkase wo tumu a ne hu sampaye wondodo ne yetumu yi ebia osomo manfo no yi ana enkoyie.
Some key assumptions from GMPC. The first one is that Jubilee Foundation volume, which we have enjoyed over the years as free gas, is coming to an end. Towards the end of this year, we expect that to come to an end, and we will then begin to be paying the full price for Jubilee. The good thing is that it will still be cheaper, but it will not be the cheapest. Particularly, it will be more expensive than 10. And the one thing to note about it also is that we have not yet concluded the negotiations on the price for that. This is still ongoing, and we have used some proxy for now for the purpose of this exercise, and we will come back to PRC once we conclude the negotiations. But the reason for this is, especially as we're moving away from free gas, the gas has a cost. GMPC incurs costs just like the partners to produce the gas, and so it has to be paid for. And we imagine government will also be looking to receive the royalty portion of that. The next thing we want to highlight is that the landscape for gas in Ghana has changed dramatically. We had some time when we were only taking free gas. We started with N-gas, which we were paying for, but with all the interruptions and all the outages that we had, for significant amount of time, we were only taking free gas and nobody was paying for it. And so the sector became almost accustomed to free gas, but that should have come to an end much longer or much earlier. We have kind of allowed it to linger up to this time. Because we have the Jubilee gas still coming in for free. But like I said, that is ending this year, and so any opportunity we have for free gas is not going to be available anymore. And so we should be ready to pay, not only to pay for gas, but to pay for gas at the right price. And our appeal to PRC is to take the full costs and recognize those costs. Of course, where there are excesses, those excesses should be taken out, but the actual cost should be made to stay.
Pania wono eya kwankyerefo a wo hwe GMPC Nioma odan Daniani so meche technical director. Hamis Yusuf nene na wote ye no.
Yanto Akasiebo no so na yanko anim. Bronya chibusumi num mechire mebusumi na to so edum ye no wiase yisi wo de ebo anesefo abaso. Enti broni beka se International Nurses Day. Na unim se enei enkomodie a ekoso no asempo a wadi tutire or say a voice to lead, invest in nursing and respect rights to secure global health. Ache se enia eya kanie na yemfa eyesebe sika ensha nurse fo na emo hoka na yemu wono so yedie na ne watimi aboa ma wiase enya pomden a ese efata. Anurse fo o memu wono mo nkabo mukuo meche Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association ena dia babetu dwa se na nu yoma te se bibia fo mo so se ye free bibi neutrality allowance ena om say sade no aben dia sebe de wapoto ma na fie wonjiri so odi bomu nurse fo atete a wo mo famu sebe utimi so ra no padware ukoduru asupiti aso ye se wode enya sam keto o eni ni omo famu nkanka omo gi awo so de so ba bia obewo agisi odi kai eron eni omo ansana waye eno ni ade a anes vo kire se ha onmo sebe preduasa onmo asetra ni omo abrabo mu enkanyan kese enti omo behia emotional allowance na no agya omo de atokosua bi ahira omo ano abro mako hu atantane ene nneoma etodo bi azugujo bi awo sa chim wode bo wafon no afamu awu na ne ba na ka wonsem ni nyina ya de ya tete ema nipa brabo nti omo behia sa allowance na ntete hu sika no na ya omo de atokosua ahira omo ano yentie anesefo no wono mo epanimpa Mrs Perpetua Ofori Ampofo a wono ene da association ano
emotional stress I go through ne de bebre Usha even COVID-19 pandemic here by share na easy. So we kwejuma virus iba fofo ni eni ma be kro and so we kwejuma o hwehwe ne o ma na the question patients no we say apart from COVID crowd that juma ye kra no we kwejuma ni o ma bia we kwa ko hu the ordinarily obi kra and person de ni be hwe ana so de ne sabe so and so ye ni na apart from that, sometimes shifts are running, ube end of shift crana so you hear no stay on to do extra work in your dinner. It's very emotionally involving. And Osha shift are night shift in idea. How many people are able to actually run night? So you my night. It has its emotional connotations. Yeah, emotional allowance here. And emotional allowance that you become one.
Enti Mrs Ofori Ampofo no ye penimpa oda Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association Perpetua na wote se ode nsemu atudwa na owie no o kire mu se enkomodi a omudie nyese bia wono mo ka ye so pass maka chinyame aka kire mframa nti ode ato mframa mi woni aban ba besi hu nkunya pa na sala wanse de kwa bia ba ba so bia ode be mo hu bia no wo mbeje
ye no afiwe no afei ne be boaboa ye ho akọ negotiation table. And see the corner with my emotional allowance, neutrality allowance, say a boy. Meaning, translates into money. And so, say a human near Quaco, yenim dada, yes, yenim dada, any adjustment. That say I can say a hubo, say Jumani a bay, I say Uncle Pombo, say a Jumani a bay, and say Jumani, ye, no woman who share a certain a woman to say, yeah, Obia, who children. You see, Kaya, you should be the inflation in them goods and services, across. Petrol, sika kosro, transport kosro, electricity yebetum, water yebetum. Ni adini na. Bibia, your friend is saying ye deba boa ama ya salaries na kwenim na ye ho hare ye de say ya de papa. Organized labor, they can say you pay 20% increment in the base pay. You pay 20%.
Perpetua Ofori Ampofo na wote ne nka no.
Aha, Adom 106.3 FM so we enyume no nsia kase Naked ne de ma wo no na asantemantam de se de tie bia mobeyo nhira 104.5 affiliate de okroma mu amano ne obi agye de ye de dawuro no a ne ye bo na ye koyanim adwumako ye frɛ wom ma wako ne omu ya ne se wom no anuane a ye di ton na omanfo tete omu afie mu atimi to nkra ne de bi egu afide tetanfo so abrɛ ye se gye na di natuaka na atuaka na om de kɔ ene beto odwa se nipa bi akodi bi omo bia bi wo East Legon ho sikafo num ama nipa bi akodi bi ama na fa wo no yam ewi ase na chese mpani de kokko hwemu no a akwa ese awuduro na wo mu broni friend food portion eche ebi akom enti ne se wonom fia ne se wonom gye wonom anan na panimpa wono ena ye kasamafo de ma wonom eye amin lamti ena ose ya no kore same kasa de wonom ahwe se womo branches ana se nkora bata wonom oni nyina wonom atotum akwadai ya fra no yaira kofi wono ene watwa to papa okodi bi ena fa ne yem na ne maame akasa na eno asem wode to ye ni mu ni abra de ba no kodi aduane bi na mane ohunu ye no otwa ho mfoni ni sei no kan ye
mpacho yen kaza
Meba, she's a third-year student of University of Ghana, and Oda Adriane from Mawako East Adom branch, and Saturday, 7th, so she got the food around 9 o'clock through Global Delivery guys. That was fried rice and grilled chicken. In Theodia, barely 1 hour after eating, started all running. But Nadia and Mano also, she took it as a normal way. But throughout the night, no running. And then they became serious and now all vomiting or fit. See, Sunday, I did say, no friend, me wish my mother's dinner, so she'll call me back. Maintaining Kabium. Now, the roommate sending a message say, my daughter is burning.
Wei aya ababa wa ba ko no yaira kofi odi bie ai fa ne yamu na ote nka no na wose e ba sa no ne wantran to so ana obopini mpanimfo a wo adwuma no mu se me ba na beto aduane wa ha di na odi ye no se de nan wo hwie ani die ntina e ba ne sa sanse me susu se bibi wom na maame no nso de osan to aso to ye ni mu ni.
It became something else until yem shame quickly na me call branch no East Adom branch or ANC. They are just opposite ANC. And I'm a call her na me name and me do and I met the supervisor that day, friend Richard. Me do ye pen a supervisor me so they have received certain complaints since my mom in Katano de me come manager no friend Osman. He's a Lebanese. And my man me complaint. Yeah, Katana also they are sorry. They know they've they have had a lot of complaints into they are dealing with this into my own is not an exception to they would come with me and then see
it. Arahosam asi na make us idea opani I mean lamte ye bo modern say ye bebo na homam ni na di nkomo bisa no say anya bia wo mototum akosi brebe na wo mu wura mu hwehwe mu no nso adie ena mu hunu ye say na ye aduane bai ena sa posin FM a omanfo akodi bia ma akofa asem yaba na ye na di nkomo so abomu a wo mie so obi ye nko ade a ye ne betwe nkomo no
ye mfa no so na ye nko People's National Convention amanyoku a Dr. Hilalman eteye edidi nkunim wo man amanyosemu na enei piansi amanyoku no se de esi aye no adwofom sabere no fo no a chese o hwemu pa ne nneoma ahodo suban bia ekomu a unse da hunu so wani abre so bepretumi anase bia opese o ho keke na ye de soso nneoma so ma ne so o mamu meka say twetwefo pani a odamanyoku na no eye mame Janet Nabila e de atwodwa say emfie piru ne aduanu 2020 nipa otu amanyoko no franka anko de kopre mampani adwa owura David Apesra sameka say won mayi nadi dwomtreni odamanyoko no owura Moses Dani Ban ono soso omo yi nadi ono masama omo ka nyina ne say nipa mienu no omo ko room omo anye de room afo ye omo ko emo akurum omo anyam asem chese de omo pe no omo ye no omo etwe amanyoko na boso wo che chensem no say owura David Apesra wo de party akokoto akwa te party ye nipa anaso ye mpaboa nkahi ena untimi entwe party nase ma na chiri honkon e wo mranim enwodwo party no na nwie ensa nkasa wo party ba enu nti ena nei owura David Apesra eni dwomtreni Moses Dani Ban wo mo se omo yi omo afra manyoko no sanse nyade a on betimi abo manyoko ni enti nchiri mu ode ma Adom Kasebo
the process PNC ya dismiss the 2020 flag bearer and the chairman Cafe party mo NTCC amene wo kese omunye party members dio party dio mo pese omo nko for me no ombe timako ana ombe joining Timako. The NTIA and San said, ever since Mr. Pasara they joined the party, they have destroyed the fiber of this party as a result of court. First of all, former chairman Bernard Mona near problem, and Dr. Edward Nasibri Mahama from Bernard Mona, and I'll catch you almost party dear, Asemba, Mamin Frey, Council of Elders, Norman Casamamo, Namon Jaya Semno, almost free Council of Elders, almost free Upper East, Upper West, North this region, Eastern, we don't have almost free different regions, but this in Accra has Abekasama 2020 flag bearer. You say on Jaya Semi, one Jaya Semi, there some local court, and Dr. Mahama man 10,000 Ghana cedis there. On the case and free court no pension and legal fees or the 10,000 Ghana cedis no the call place injunction on our Congress. The free Congress by or start the constitution.
Janet Nabla or Yatwa for Penny Edma PS Amanyuko na ten kan we no chirem se enya obi tumi nye obi ahoden na mo Amanyuko no emra PNC constitution article 14A and B no eno no magina so ede yi sa mpanimfo ya nipa ni bisu kura kachira wom so na nkomo gigi takra wo jema meka so mo so matwetwe o masensen na watwero krata de akwa masa mpanimfo yi so o monsa aka anaso o monsa nkan de ni ontimi nkire ndi oni ma ne se ya hon wo mo.
Article 14A of PNC Constitution says, Obia Odi Party no be court our own D party no mrachi na Odi court and say a court nko di na say mano. Sani pakuru no bi say ye no free your party so. Ti ene ye no a ye no. Eya Apasara ena Moses Daniba omo me no na yi omo free ho. Di omo ka ho no ye di omo ko disciplinary committee. Omo ko ni meeting no ena we cited them for going to Apasara's meeting. So ye see omo disciplinary committee. So we are almost there. We are suspending but they are going to the disciplinary committee.
Na ni nyina mu no ne yesi da bia sema okay dey David Apesra ono obi a watu Amanyuko franka dey uyina di sei ene ebowura opani na kache na eja David Apesra ene o se twetwefo opani we hunim de ha no se nanum keka no nu otiti ne ho osere papa kane na ye concert party na ko beka so mfa twa konye nanim no nko yebi sansa aguro bi no odie wapam wono afia Amanyuko nim ozo ne zanka lete bia na onye hwo ze ne nsa so beka lete bia.
I have also heard Rick Janet and some group of people met somewhere, and then they said they have suspended a number of people, including the party, boss, flag bearer, and leader of the party. I think it's a funny thing. I don't know whether they are normal people who do that, because you see, you cannot have a party. I don't think. And if you have a party and it has a constitution, and people choose to ignore the constitution and behave the way they want, that can be in the party. The party has a constitution. PNC is one of the oldest parties, formed in 1992. So this party is a party that has respect. And these people are trying to, as much as possible, debase it and bring it to a lower ebb. And they have succeeded in doing that because in the past, they fractured the party. If you have a grievance against anybody in the party, you have to first of all go to the disciplinary committee. You have to tender in a petition to the disciplinary committee.
I haven't seen any letter, but who is going to sign that letter? Have you seen any party in this country where a so-called general secretary, and besides, she was suspended by her unruly character?
Eti Apesra se Janet Nabla na wakasa no ya suspended na dada. Janet so se we yi Apesra di. Eti asam no ayere se bente broku megu nhire nipo na atiku akwadwe opposition mponi na ese nyankopon nim de no en ma ne ma. San se we am going.
Eyebe
PNC.
Eyebe party. PNC. Eyebe eyedeba edewu ebeyede ofase jo na kan yam fan crazy na ye to akase ye so PNC fo atwa won mu nchemu no NPP fo de omo so omo ntehwe omo komanim nyame ya adoma kutansa bosominum omo koto aba na mpanimfo afoforo sadadafo omo ayi na omo atua Amanyuko na no na dibre ba ko adam pan eye mabunu dom frefo na no na branch ba ko friend say Prince Kama Guma ene kosi segmadi odina Sempa FM so betrans ye ne wa horo num papa ɛna ɔde to dwa sɛ wawurawura mu akɔnkwanse akɔpie dufɔkyeɛ so a wahu ni sɛ wɔn a yɛato mama wɔnom da no yi a sɛ mabudɔ mfrɛfo mpɛsɔmpɛsɔ ahodoɔ soɔ no wɔn kɔkɔ sɛ tie nie ɛne sɛ asɛ hwinta aboɔ no ayere tɛn ebu adane wɔn so yo abufo abɛhyɛ wɔn mu no sɛ wɔnom anya obi a ɔte sɛ guma no animanim yi a ɛne deɛ bɛsi ɛfiri sɛ wɔn amanyɔkuo bɛdi abanwa na wɔn mpanimfo adi wɔn anim de to wɔn mu sɛ wɔn a ɛmianya nnwuma nkumankuma bi nya sɛ deɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛfrɛ mabunu wɔ baabi wɔn bɛba bɛka amanyɔkuo no ho no wɔn ayi wɔn mani na ɔsɛ abrante ba akɔkora de ɔde ne tetefo kyerɛ no na kyɛ sɛ nsɛm agu soɔ wɔde soma akɔma panin bɛ mfirinhyia na ani yɛmu ano ɛna wɔse deɛ ɛkorɔ no yɛanom sɛ wɔn ahwɛ ne yie na ɔno prince kama aguma wɔn a nyina mena anim aburu n'anim deɛ a ɛbɛha dwene papapapapapapa.
We should take care of our youth organizers. They are very, very, very angry right now. My brother, I'm telling you this. I want you to do your investigation. There are some people that they cannot go to other constituencies because the grassroots. I have a youth organizer, and he won again. He has more than 4 or 5 years old text. He's waiting for somebody to come and ask him for vote. He'll show the person because he texts the person till today. The person has not returned the call, but he has a picture in his room that the person visited him. They are very, very angry. And they see that who is going to save us now because they love MPP. And they will turn around and say, listen, PKG is the guy that can save us because he's the only guy that did what we want from people that are in position and they couldn't do. So they are with me.
Na Prince kama aguma de ne kasa ebe wiye eno ose ebeye de beye nwanwa se obi ana manyokuo wa ba mu na wono onya adwuma nya oye mabunu no asan akogina wakofro obi se bomra meke ho na de no de kɔkyere no umu onya adwuma nya wono de wonye ne sa so obai obama mabunu no enti omonye ne so won piama no man na se de tie bia kutansa bosome so oto aba no ye no de ne si hene se maburu dom frɛfo a obɛhwɛ se maburu ni nyina wa manyokuo no mu a wono me dom frɛfo no bibia bɛkɔ yedi ama wonom.
A youth organizer have a job or have an opportunity, automatically it shows that it let the grassroots or the other members see the reflection of your party in the youth organizer. But here is the point that your youth organizer don't have a job. His party is in power for 4 years, 5 years, and he doesn't have a job. Do you think the grassroots at least will want to come to that party? Well, politics is something that I follow politics, number one, for change to my community. Number two, to benefit with whatever I'm in it, right? And you have youth organizer living without job. He cannot convince anybody to come and join the party. When I come and lobby jobs, I'm going to send a job directly to the constituency. Direct. I'm going to have a direct conversation with the youth organizers. Brother, I have 4. 4 is just one. Take this 4, give it to the party grassroots, those who you know work for the party, and I'll even go as far as back and check out and see the name that you gave me. Is he a party member? Because there are times that jobs will come and party member will not get, and they are having issue.
Aya Prince kama aguma wono ana sabre de wayi nanimu na nebo atrese wanto abama no no nyini ntum se mabru dom frefo emfama NPP amanyokuo no na yemfiri wa na yemkɔ pani ne nkyɛn ɔsɛmpaka ni soronko a wabere nyame adwuma mu Reverend Dr. Lawrence Tete na de atudwa sɛ abranti a sabre ɔman ba bia befa bia wowodi mpa a yɛbɔ yakwasi akon sɛ wono empem wɔtwe akyiripo ahanan ka ho na yobi de bedi ni ka mu no de akoma ni wura na adasa nyina ebogine so woji akyede papa bie wonya no da wono so be ma na kyede foforo akyese so mbo papa esanse wonya ne ntie se ehyen a otwere nya ne dia obidia na se otimi ayetere ne ade ese ama aso ani ama adasa agigire so a wono so wo aso nko de be ma no ni nyina mu no de futuo na ema se Ghana ha ye wo no ade ye wo de na ye wo de enya wo de nti de waye no wo ye hyenkani asua wa me ID card abedi ho me Ghana card wo ho asua de abrante ye na fa bre me why fa bre me onso ojafa de do city ni.
I think to begin with, we need to reward good and moral life. The gentleman has proven he's somebody that can be trusted and somebody that can be relied on. And it's a good example for all the taxi drivers and tractor drivers. You and I know, a lot of people leave their things in cars and some drivers decide to steal it. People have lost great documents. They've lost their wallet. And sometimes not even the money that is missing that matters for some people, but the documents in those wallets and those bags. So if somebody can go back with this money, I say born abortion, so we need to encourage him, we need to promote him. And I think for me, it's a gesture that is very much godly. He has shown the virtues, and I want the whole world to know, just like agreeing with the Vice President, say it is worth rewarding. Say all the money he will get to buy a car, new car, I'm happy to pay the difference of whatever he has for him to.
Kwasi ni msa utie me so for say sika na wanya na enso car na to de aka no ono be so no ato taxi ni bia mama de atwi na che sika ba ni nyina mu no no se senka ye wakwasi akon so pa dodo no awo Ghana ha ya no nkanye senko mai atiti apansam yo ki egina ye papa na nso dodo no akwa ese abrante ba akono omo ankwase akwasi akon so hu eno so mo aye e basa mo mai entumpo nti ensuan de akwasi aye na ye ma o mai no enkoso.
I think as leaders, we pray for moral standards, we pray for ethics, we pray for truthful people, we pray for righteous people, we pray for people who are diligent and reliable, and that is what he has shown. He has shown he's diligent, he's reliable, he's not greedy, he's not a thief. He has shown that he's not on your way for, he's not a thief, and that must be encouraged. Now, if we have people like that in Ghana, we'll have a better Ghana. So it's an example to the whole world, to he himself and his colleagues to know that if you are faithful, God will bless you. Depending on God, this day and age, people want to grab things that don't belong to them. Or this is sky coin, you know, one bar for soy, and then Obeshia Vice President, and then Obeshia Lawrence, or Obeshia Way.
Dr. Lawrence Tate, or yes, Empakani, Nene, and our tea.
Yanko Kofia J. Kofarbai, Akache na Obaka na wiye de to hwanim se konfuo bi akune yire akune ho a kire se nasam no empempenso akwakoduru aposifo afiri anhwemu ase yese konfuo ne made nsem bi atodwa kofi yamwakwa ba wo
Adom Joso
nti nsem be na piepie aposifo anhwemu no
ensem a epiepie mu nya ne se konfuo ne ba abamu a wanya 17 years akwalai ana otumi sevi ni nuanu mienu ana ba kwanya 5 years ba kwa 9 years a wodom ko she mpaasi enti ba kwa no ka na papa no tutu no afa window no mu a eka ba kwa onu wuye na kwa ara ka chira police for chese anda nyimire no ansa na ne papa ba be kunu maame no ana okofa kotokuro grantan pa eni efie ho ana o se ne sakata o se ne sai eti amra otutu no wie na na gbasa no ana okotwe sika no se o ka kire ne baba mu ane se omie po no na wontwitwa mo maka no nya na omu nyanya all die be die eti o na be se aka o finish abusuan nyina na komu nyina wu akwasa ma do eti eno na boys bo buja sika no we ana onkwere cha papa no sika nkasa kotokuro mu pa wasim yenu a shan wa tia ma otu zo zaka no a ebetwawo ase mienu nya no na eguo no mu a koye na gise o de betwitwa mienu na aka because o de keku maame no ana oku abamu abaako eti na panin no ablock edan no okwose dan edan nim ana o de stuffing chair na block window o de block door no ana o mu hyem eti no ka che ne ba no je o miepon no a okuta brancha na anko de ba betwitwa mu anu eti no na osawo local manufactured pistol no baako a me no ka say sika ni nya no akwala na se police for ama aduma ko de se police for afansi kan miru no ane etu no tenga ba ni nyina enti na sai na papa tumi se o show pa na wanimu na ye ne ohina okrom wo atike nkomo na bonsu bensa wo kire se onu ankasa koto entokware so enda najo emreku a na o masi agana bia zi o mbese o man na esi agana bia bia so o mbebia no tom kohwe etom beto e no na kire papa no ane maame no kuntokwa gidigidi enti omu firi wo no ana oba ne ba na ho se de ni ko ni na ni ko akofo oba bia ba se oba no yale nti oba be sa no yale enti se na oba no na ba no o fa wo yusu enti oba no enso to provision store e wo fie na ni mu enti okokro mu a na ba ma na tiasire na o yusu machine en na ko fa sa ntokwa ne ba enti ho no oba ne ka che papa ne se entokwa no mo ko no e na sa ntokwa ndi no that the Chinese river or normal diana no, Bama na CZ, Kropot, our no diana also, Bama Nafa, Aquasan Abosum Damo, Ama Mukia and Zua, with a class there, Mukia no Munum, and also Bama Nabubuno, a home toka, and all catch your head. On can't tell you, one for the Kropot, and then river mano, and on Henry, and no pay Nanka or Maba, now a pro Banabusia for Banako Betla, Nanka or Macasam. ɛne sɛ anadwo bɛrima na ntwɛn koraa ma ɔbaa na ntwɛn a sɛ na nkyɛn sɛ ɔto ɔmo nyinaa fo sɛ nkɔmɔ ntwɛn ade kye a na ɔmo akasɛm no ɛne sɛ wɔku na kwara no di kan ɛsa ka kyerɛ polisifoɔ sɛ ne papa no ankasa no odi kan kaa sɛ wɔbɛku ne maame aboa ne maame tuo ku no asɛ atwitwa ɔmo ama kwara no ka kyerɛ no maame sɛ ɛne nka ɔmo mfa tuo no nkɔma polisifoɔ ɔmo ntam ne papa garden gɔn no anaasɛ ɛsɛn baa no nkɔma polisifoɔ ɛna ne maame no so ɔka di agorɔ ɛne sɛ ampaa no ɔku akwara no a polisifoɔ kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo hwɛ bɔdi no so papa no nam sɛ ɔyɛ bɔmmɔfoɔ na ɔsa kɔmfoɔ na ɔsa ɛyɛ ɔprɛti bia baa no no ɔde tuo ne bɔ ne yiri ne tirim ne yiri n'ani bɛnkuru no ɛna ɔde tuo no eguyɛ to hwɛ ɔbaa no a ne ti no half asɛe akwara no so the same thing ne kɔn de kɔ n'ani right no ɛna papa no so yɛ ɔno so de gu ne tirim ɔno deɛ ɔde ne ti no na hwɛ ne butuutuo no ano ɛna ɔgye mu kese revelations aba sɛ papa no yɛ n'agye sɛ anka obetwitwa nkwala nyamena otututu na labuba san
Kofi ma yana wase migidi sa posifo guso akura 7 no ntiri bepie bia ne besa aba nchen biem
Martina say
Kofi aje kofarba ne ete ne nka no na unim se enhyegu akwamu nkomodie so guso dendenden kitahodi ano babaye abrekutre sie ekọ se beya woni a etons papers e wa boso kan yebetu omo afiri baabi omo wei e de omo akọ baabi fofora eso abai tre na omo hwan ha omo no modwumadi a wodie so no akọ enkan na enei panimpa ba ko a ono ye ko chairman edima aboso kan spare parts dealers ora Clement Watin ne eye big agenda dwumadie ami ankasa medi ho chia me ani edi nkomo no o kire se sa wo hwemu a nipa edi dwa aboso kan oton spare parts no emu omo nchemu be se duokono de won ma ye krado se mpanifo mmanya ba bia eso abai training share ni aniswade hu na won mpanifo adwum se opeso si West African Automobile Hub edem omo no anko no mo ya na wa true nanso nei enipa bi na ya yo mo dua buroni eso omo nchemu be se dupe bi wo mo manya sika asisi store edan ewa boso kan hono mo susu se yeyi omo free hono a omo store dan no ahwe a hwebuada omo nyobi mane hai to mo a na gigi takra woje ma hye nipa bi achi esu jagum edi samama betia bozu yentie owura Clement Watin ni komodi oni edi obega agenda so
aboso kan abba close to about 40 years near aboso kan ebae na enipa baako ena nanka owotudu ena na spare parts adwumeya ena oye enti obae no be see shop bi no one hwe yi a send any ma kona be ha because don't let us forget say aboso kan a residential area ena
sorry no mani ade nyina
woni ade ena ya convert no ama hona be commercial area enti won tu anamon ema empanyimfo say abaya no wo so samre ne say okay ye be pe baabi ewo baabi asese na yesi interchange Pukwasi yes ye be pe baabi wo ho ama won ema ye empanyimfo tu anamon ekohwe asase no but
eti dia wutie nyina your Clement Watin co-chairman Maboso kan spare parts dealers association na wo kyera bakosema ewo tu ewo so nkomu tuo no ho ene ompenda da jeje Rollins brem osi Pukwasi na nke ekwaje amomo ompenda da akofo brem osi Iron City wo kaso a ena afekura no eye ompani dada John Dramani Mahama so abremu ene wo ye se wodomo ekọ eye baby foforo che se na dan kwa kufu ado ba ye omsi afie nya ena che se ekwan wo eti komodie ndie ekọ nanso okoso a kyerem se eden ba bia nyame mebo apesie no be na bonsam etutu momone wo ho eti yewura boaten kyerem se ni so de hunu a enkramanta muso afowura Henry Kote wo so be man kran emu ada ho na afi so kra no mo a eye ka eho adwuma me kyere fitafo wo mo a etonton ka ho akade ene spare part ti aboso kanfo omo wokokompanyi nyina obepa bi kese baako ede am wo mo na omo eton ka sankasa nyina so aka ho bie ede omo akofa akono eyade ebebu nti om de won mo takire
edi congestion aboso kan ene kokompe no o mayemienu ebomu ene ekohia no wo Ablekuma Municipal Assembly ena yade guidelines to ho a yade babaye saadi congestion any sanitation ti hono na sa relocation komoyi esambae ye rezi here and so oh yes me kai say
na mo rezi
ya ye rezi here
etinya nse sabra o2 abobushifo ni ade no so free ha me de be na mo
ya ye rezi here no say oh ampa tama ye bo apro no me na na ba ho no mo di sa asemu yi eto nana enim enti se nyame aboa na se be regional minister dia ene meboa mo na saa money da so anase modaye so no abem etimi abem enti yes or schedule another meeting na mpo no ho no kan say esa kokompefo ewo asase de da no nka yenko ne yenko hwese kokompefo asase no se ewo ho a na nka yinyina ye ne kokompefo aye den akọ
enkomodie we ye enkomodie e so big agenda dwumadie so awote co-chairman de ma aboso kan spare parts dealers association owura Clement Boatin wote se wo chirichiri mu na je se omo a eye dwadifo no pepa akomapa etai eye nkramantam soafo achi se ombe firi baby omo sese nanso nipa kakra bi ena eja onmo ye chenchen besi akwan a omo so omo nte omo asinti enkomodie no wa kirem se nyame adom a eda ya wada omesa akohia na omo hia mu wi a behwe baby asusai ede bode ho no ebefa
ugusu ti Adom 106.3 FM so nyumeno siakase no ane de ma wona yentumrika na memfa wani enkyere Madina Kasiebo last stop ubeduru ho no ayasabe ya to din se Grace Homeopathy Clinic wonom na mabefo kwan so kura NSI yade aye kokuram yade aye kwan kro wodi duru ho pe ye che wo trans ne do afa fidiem ne ho bebe yade no wo na fe ye de ho aduru ama aduru no eno na obetua fa na mum si ahwe yade de ye nyo kapre eno achi umoja na ye besan so ahwe afa ye bemiemia no mpe ni nyina mu sanse bia na baabi agogo ni ahwe ye wie no ne ye tufu sanse yade bi ho ye nyefra didie mu ye tufu wi ana kire de ne obedie twiro number ne sisia na fra wonum 0556 188666 awake mineral water obenum nsu anum nsupa ensu abehohoro nipadua no mu na afa ahohoro nipadua na kwa nyina mu aka ho na wanya ho dene sansuai ani nsu a wonum a woje kra bi nkwa ye wana dantemo ani ye wona ketwa na de tie ni se unum bia ayafo a wonum kolebu aban ya sabia ne fa ye wonum hwe akoma no ye de omakogu ho wonum ye de sika no kobo wonum se de beyi a obenyu ho de asa be kate asefo yi ho ne nyina yatimi ayi adwuma enu nti tobi na nom na wonua bi enya nkwa ba bia wonam bia no benum nsu a obisa awake eno a ene agya tumu prekope Bryce Senior High School eyankwankwa school eno akwa yese court no anase ka achi no Benz na uyi ka bia ni achire bium Benz sa pepepe ena Bryce Senior High School tie na chi yankwankwa school bia ni ho so ya wofo na do ba kɔ ho a unu ho da esanse akyerɛkyerɛfo no wabene odi nhye so pa na hye nkwada no so discipline adwuma ho ba bia kwada no besua abodie mu nyansa penso yabo ne nyina no enwoma ne gu hoyi akyerɛkyerɛfo ni nie edan ne si hoyi di aka ne sa kwada ne ti no ene yese wo fon kra bepagye mama na basoro no agi nimde na me ka kyerɛ se da no ada wasi o mutwere yi wo nwini ma afa wi ase na tese ayi obi a nwanwa ma basobo pufu ye de ama wonum se o munye eno nti akyem kokura ntumi ɛhɔ na me kyerɛ okwa ma ado ba na kɔ hɔ na sukuu no so wo baby a JCB Bank anase Zenith Bank wono kwa forms ni bi ho no afa enye sanso de afrem panimfo 0277 147727 MTN baby abekobia wono no na ekro baby abekobia wonum giram wo se o to nkra to no wo se so obi betia anwum na beba na ye de ede enti uhia hip life akonya wo hip hop afa high life anase gospel ni nyina akonya no wo na akonya ni nie star 135 hash ewuramu anu no na fe wa kire nwuma ape na sumu agumu ama saa Franco Trading Enterprise phone ne ho akade de ne fia ne ho iPhones Samsung Nokia Smart TV 32.55 inches wo tabletop fridge nie na Franco air conditioner dedefo your 1.5 HP 2.0 HP na fe 2.5 HP ebo no so o hwea ne nyina ba fom enu nti sa ope bia Franco na benya no adabraka roxy cinema nhwe ni mo ne atena kesiem ba bibia o matena ewo no ukwa obenya bi 0246 42 2338 ofre Franco a obaje oso na afi enemam adaho edi amawo na sameka say dependable herbal home na mede wani kire yade a ye frɛ se malaria yade 3D yade so da se nya bi a ya na brabo na esa esanse ne je frɛ ne je no unya bi so obedi ama ho to oboa wodan so a wona wani betwa kurukuru saa eba sanso ama moja aso te na afi onum nyina nyino ene droba Adom malakio mixture numbi wonum a ho beto na hoden aba ya Adom plus capsules ne mixture enu nsu nie we ye kokwaduro obi anu koko no ayer moja tuo koko se wantu ase bema na che osisimu eba ho no a wani betie no na agye wutuo de atwere dem na kyese ma no be hata so ne madane ahoma eba sai mu abema wotena se entranje so tchia autofa Adom plus mixture ne capsules ebe se adwani nyina ade ama oye opemfo amenum bi obatan akodenum no fomenum bi e Adom pia we capsules ne mixture eno so de ahotutu aduro soronko na Adom na chairman mixture ne capsules eno na ma bema ye bema mu a na fe wakwa kotie na ba abese aduro yi ba bi eto no bia ubenya bi 0242 223555 high sense wojinam wonim se ho na Ghana fo nyina obi adna ni kire ekokodidwa 1967 and high sense by the omde call Germany the omde call UK USA ebianom de aba Ghana ana wonom na home appliances auto free omun nsam a bosom baako mfinshampo makomakunum ye de warranty to so mawo de na ope electric washing machine and gas cooker and electric cooker water dispenser iron kettle and answer blender air conditioner na ope smartphone papa bi sound system ni nyina chest freezer ne deep freezer refrigerator ni nyina bi opa unya ewo ho wo se men kan cho se tumrika bra o watena hodo no okwa bi ho ebo no ewo fom entwenya mahodin bebre ne san che de hia ne san hye kakra bi ho no obedi so 0302 550000 yentumrika yemfa yeni ncha sante mantan kropon kumasi mu na ukuda nchambo ene eyo birthday enunti ene me ba wo nchen birthday boy dia no aboa no di free asante mantam kropon edeba wo soma yen
Bema me da sima so mo sentiment man kro kuma se ha insha 104.5 na yes to so prekope emfa emamum uba sentiment me ade ba ko anokro ni akofom pa esisi wo momo aye pastries no emoniema ekofom ye papa mo dwade no ekofom efimra afim ye sima esamre bo no peja na peja minu no wo momo aye donut wo momo aye cake wo momo aye de kaka ho nyina no wo mo enso edwade no akofom wo mo nso ewo business mu na wo muguso aye adwuma na ene na nso niema no o mapagya ne ebuonum na abrante ba ko no ene awiakete no oton na ice cream kama na eja wa meat pie bi de aboso wo se na ni dwa egwa fi se kane nanka meat pie nka ene wonya no ba ko 1 cedi enso na ya pagya ne buonum akotu 2 cedi so ketekete bi amazisia no edwa no amanfo nto ade bi mu
pero mo je 1 cedi 2 cedi so mo yan so titobi on na okasa na o se ne boade nti on to 1 minute dey so me better for about 30 minutes at the economy so nti ojini kase na omu to be over for about 3 days 4 days o to san so side market
wey ensama wapanyine na ade to dwa na ye ne abaya ba kwa wono so eto bi ewo amokom aye fene dede o peace and love bakery no de ato edwase no krani adwuma no waya chene so ne so hwe a esama si kire nkosia madwene boni na akosoro eni ntama mu dwadie no esi ni chese pa wode ato edwase ba bia akwakodo ne de edi sempanfo timi eye bibi fa onya sade o madwuma no eye gua ana egu
se bia bana se size ye bia nanka emodu kakra bana emwa ye ha nti wunya nti se normal one first na ba woto no wunya ne sa se na first na once do se once dey jaibo emo once dey 2 cedi nso no ya ko se first no once dey kakra be kan ho se ni mara dey ayi pa ye manage
wey ensama wono so ede to dwa na Bakers Lounge opanyinipo da no Mame Presla sewa jesi wono de oye nyina ene se wokofa esam no ebebeton na so ne wase se ne esam ne bo na akosoro ntino ama ne dwade ni na atonsuo mu mame ede ato edwase sisi anom se business ne betimi akonkan pa de na se gise Ghana ha se no yankase etimi bibi fa ho
I wouldn't love to incur costs, to take all the costs for my customers. So I wouldn't like my customers to take all the costs because if they take it, it will scare them from coming. Look at how prices have increased. So now a cake I was charging 150 cedis for, now I charge like 200 cedis for that cake. A cake I was charging 200 cedis for, I'm charging like 250 cedis.
wey ensama wodi eto dwana so obehwe yesi afimu no esam ne bo no pagya no mu kase ne hina no agina dodo na akwa gina Ukraine ene Russia ntokwa ekoso no unu se hit no dodo na ho na efiri eba na enam santi no amasisi a esam ne bo no aye biye papa ebi ma dwentro mo de ato edwane se wo man yebetimi agina na so epa ma esam ne bo no ana yanim senka bia anka nya hwe kurampo no kane no moto 200 cedis ene 2.5 ne ade no timi asa ahwan akwachiri bi mpade a chise yankasa ye bi o mami hasei enya sa ba bi akwakodun de amanfo dwadia ana ekofom ma jemfo a eton esam ne bi ensam ade to edwanie
Say dear, intimi kola nto. Isam. Ebi akodo say 4 million. 4 million. I know them. Oh, there's somebody that's not a boy. No 2.5. No 2 million. No, after I could do 4 million. Won't you call Anton Watton?
Wey and some imagine for edit to 20 Sabas and Timantam Hadia. Pastries industry no crane a co-form if you say, and some bona ayadin in Tinom, Ama and Yama Monso Edianina and the Bona Akosoro and Inti, Canin and the Okofana Sobenian for Swordona, Cacao, Hunaso, or only Wabusha for Poda, San for Swadia Betimi and Yabiam and the Tonaka Sansono, a co-form to say, Nyamia Mwama, Esamano Yankasian Timia and Yabu Hasi and yet, Hitinibu Ham producer, some Nibu Hadia, a bedroom Pamperswebon here. Nipa dodo na no omu edwadie ebegu ewo Ghana ha titru ene asantemantem abusafo ha yishra 104.5 Adom asempa nyino no saka nkase ana asugusu awutie na asantemantem crossover nana awuku denchemboa enemdin sene obiru kan ene onyame de afia kamifie hunti happy birthday to me ene obi bia so awo hye me nyankopon onyamu nyina kase nana awuku denchemboa enemdin mu so mu ewo enkran emabi
ya so mi ya de Kasiebo no so asi nana say ampo for Gemini
obiri yaboa fentem
Kwame Kulenu afei Adom nunkum kobrefo Adom Kasiebo demfo nyinara atempenten kwasinsia na ne apamfo no opokua nom obia ye na fam de kwasi agima ne samfo isi ohene samfo pani ene Jamestown Jeko so kwahye hin ene no aba achese odie ko
na mamina penny yase penny Ebenezer Usu CEO ma Majestic Phones and Accessories
auto phones
ne honio man some information center Adom Kasiebo mo mfeni agoma me nanase nyame nhira no pa ne nkra otoma me sanso na
openi nyame nhira
santoa ono so Holland mommy nyame nhira pa na Benis Amwa. Also, prison officer.
That's what your monka.
Prison officer.
What your monka?
Yes.
Also, better your monka no on to monka no so to monfo.
It is a multi we dey na just maintain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bebre. Na Covistone. Okumakra.